Hi everybody, I'm Carol and I'm with Refunction Crafts, and today this is what we're going to be doing. I've got these three beautiful little ornaments that we're going to be making. Super cute, super fun, and I know you guys are going to love this video. So stay tuned and we will get right on it. I want to say thank you to my friend Deanna for the decals that I used in the making of these. And thank you to Robin for the little teddy bears. And most of this stuff, thank you to Sherry for the beautiful trim that I used on all of the ornaments. I'm sorry, I got lost in my thought. This beautiful trim that I used on these ornaments, it turned out so beautiful on them. And the rest of the stuff is mostly stuff I had in my stash and was finally able to use it. So let's get going. Let's see how these turn out. Well, you know how they turn out. So stay tuned for the video. You gotta watch the whole thing. Hit that hype button, guys. Love ya. Let's go. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started making some beautiful ornaments. I got these cute little decals from my friend Deanna, and I decided I wanted to do a little trio of snow people. So I chose these three decals that she sent me. She sent me a whole bunch, you guys. Really super cute ones. And I've also got some other ones that I'm going to be making on little wood pieces. Here's another one. Isn't that cute? So I have a whole bunch of these that we're going to be doing another video on. But today we're going to do these little snow people. And I'm going to do a quick quote. I was watching a Kelly Barlow video earlier today. And, you know, I know a lot of people, you know, will say, oh, you know, she's been talking about things that have been going on in her life and this, that, and the other. But you know what? I adore her. I think she is a darling human being. And I think the best thing she could possibly do is to talk about the things that are going on in her heart. Because I know some of the things that she has gone through in her life, and I know personally what it does to a person and how badly you want to talk about these things, but you don't, because you know what? Human beings have a way of not wanting to deal with another person's sadness or inability to cope with a situation they're going through. And people need to talk about what's going on in their life, because if you don't and you hold it all in, it just grows and grows and grows. And Kelly did a video about avoidance, and I think you guys should all watch that video, because I know I'm not the only one that's been through some of these things, and Kelly's not the only one. There's so many of us out there, and I read and I read and I read about people. It's just people are suffering everywhere, and it just feels like it's just building, and this whole world is going to explode with people who are mentally and emotionally drained and don't know how to deal with it. And it's really, really sad that there isn't more help for people to feel like it's okay to talk about the things that are going on. So she did a video on avoidance. Now, she also did a video after that in response to a comment that was made on her video. Equally good. You guys need to watch that one as well. Kelly, she doesn't watch my channel, but I do watch her channel. And Kelly she has, through the things that have happened to her in her life with the loss of her son, the marriage thing, and the ex-husband who did terrible things, and you know, all of those things. She has grown as a human being. I have watched her grow over this last couple of years, a few years, I should say, into someone who is filled with knowledge and wisdom and all the things that go with it. And Kelly, I'm going to make a comment on one of your videos. Girl, you should be writing a book. I'm telling you, she's her eloquence with her words has gotten so crisp, and she's an amazing person and human being, and I wish I knew more people like her, because I think one of the good things that people like that can do, I think if there were more places people could go, groups of individuals who can really talk it out and get this stuff, you know, feel like there are other people that are going through some of the same things that can help us to grow and heal, I think would be amazing. You know, I know there are groups, there are places you can go, but, you know, I just feel like, I don't know, maybe some people who are going through things like this should just get together with a whole bunch of women because there's so many women out there, and men, I'm not leaving the men out, that go through some of the things that are equally traumatic, just out there, that have not really spoken to anybody about it. Don't go to therapy, because sometimes therapists, while they can be very good and very helpful, some therapists, I feel, drive you deeper into your sadness and your fears and all of those things. They almost sometimes make it worse, and I think some of them do it just to do it. I just feel like I've seen both sides of that, and I just, sometimes you don't need a therapist, you need people who are going through the same things to help each other to come up with solutions. So I'm going to say, Kelly Barlow, if you ever watch this video, write a book, girl. You need to write a book, because you have lots to tell lots of people, and I will be your first buyer. I will sign up for that first book. So get writing, girl. If you haven't already started, you need to write a book. I'm just saying. So anyway, I was looking up just quotes on avoidance and apologizing. You know, I am a person who feels like, in fact, there's a quote here. I spend every day apologizing or saying the wrong thing, and I am born sorry. Sometimes I feel like that's me. I feel like I was born to just apologize to people all the time for even things I didn't do, just to appease them. And it stinks that a person has to go through life feeling that way. Here's one. If you don't stop apologizing, you're going to convince me you've done something wrong. So that person who wants you to keep apologizing for that same little, maybe incy-weensy mistake you might have made, you know, I'm going to say this and it's going to sound gross. You picked your nose the wrong way. You better start apologizing and don't stop until life is over. You know, it's terrible. But I do know people like that. When you forgive, you free your soul. But when you say, I'm sorry, you free two souls. And sometimes that is very true. Sometimes sorry is a good word. You have to know when it is and when it isn't. Don't apologize for things you didn't do. I do that. I think we all do that occasionally, just to stop the insanity. But we shouldn't have to do that. Apologizing does not always mean you're wrong and the other person is right. It just means you value your relationship more than your ego. And I'm going to stop at that, but I am going to save this page for sure. And I think I will send it to my messenger. Right there, and done. Okay, so let's go ahead, let's make these ornaments. So the first one, these are just little frames that I got. I think I got these in Happy Mail, and I painted the circles that go on the inside white. This one I had laid, it had these little pieces of paper. I had laid the piece of paper on top and it peeled some of the paint off, but it's okay because I did determine that one of these was going to cover the whole thing. So yeah, so none of it shows, so I didn't worry about repainting that one. I think this, oh, I think it was this one. Yeah. So we're good there. Okay, so these are going to be super duper easy. I want to say that Dollar Tree had these little frames. I'm almost certain of it. So go to your Dollar Tree and see if they still have these. I know I've seen them there. I may have actually bought these at the Dollar Tree, now that I think about it. I'm not sure. I don't remember if they were a gift or if I bought them. So anyway, all we're going to do, these are going to be so easy, you guys. We're going to first put our decals on there. These are decals that my friend Deanna gave me. Again, I know I already said that, but she is such a sweet, sweet friend, and thank you, Deanna. And I've got so many others. I've got some little fairies that I want to do something with, and I have had that all ready, and somehow I misplaced the fairies, and I need to find them so that I can make my project. So now, if we can just get these apart. These are not easy ones to get apart, you guys. That's for sure. Okay, maybe this edge looks like it's the one that will come apart, because there's like a little line here at the edge. Yes. Okay, there we go. So actually, this one's going to go on this piece. So all we're going to do is make sure first that we cover up those little spots and pop it on there. Press it on. Now a couple of these balls come over the edge. That's okay. No worries there. I am going to take my scissors though, because sometimes if you don't cut those off, they will peel back part of the other part of the decal. So we're going to cut those little edges off there. And I might as well just kind of go around here and cut this side off. The rest is fine. So there we go. Now we're just going to take this and we're going to peel it back just like this. These ones come apart. These are Amazon decals, you guys. And I know you can find them on Amazon. I'll look them up and I'll try and get a link for you so that you can get these. There's a ton of Christmas ones. I just ordered some other Christmas decals, and I'm waiting for those to come in. By the time they get here, I probably won't have anything that I can use them on, but we'll figure it out. I'll find something. Okay, so we're just going to do all three of these. Get that part done. Let's see if I can find that edge. I don't see an edge like that here, so we're just going to try and get this apart. What I should do, I know I had a razor blade here. And of course I can't find it right now. I've got another one here. I'll just use this one. And we'll see if we can get it to come apart with this. I don't think I can get it. I can't see well enough to even get it between. Oh, did I get it? I did. Yay. Well, look at that. Okay, so there we go. That just had paint on it on the one side. Okay, so now let's take this one. This one's, I can see right here on this edge is a little iffy. So we're going to put our little snowman right down to the bottom. And we'll just let a little bit of that snow sort of go over the edge. And again, I'm going to cut these little corners off. Get rid of those. And we will peel this back. So you guys can see how easy this could be if you wanted to make a whole bunch of ornaments. Super cute ornaments. You could get the wood slices. These would be adorable on the wood slices. In fact, when I first took these out, I was going to do the snowman on wood slices, but then I decided they looked really pretty in these little white frames, so I chose to do that instead. Okay. And now we've got this little guy, and we're going to put him right center. Okay. And there's no resining going on or anything on these today. So these are a no resin project. Whoops, see, now that came up. So we got to make sure that, okay, I'm going to start from the other side then. And if I do that, that piece will stay down. There we go. And you can see there's a couple of little bits that are hanging over here. We'll cut those off. So they didn't come up, so that's good. I wasn't thinking about that when I... Okay, there we go. So there's our leaf. It stayed down. And we'll just snip that off and that off. And there we go. Okay, so we have 3 gorgeous little snow people. So let's go ahead. They have a piece of acetate that goes with them. I'm just going to rub this across my pants a little bit to make sure there's no spots on it. I'll put the acetate in first. And then we'll put our little snowman. And there we go. So there's one down. These are going to be so easy, you guys. And next. Okay. Okay, so now we've got that one. Look at how cute they are, you guys, even just like that. You could take these and make them into one of those, like a 3-piece hanging thing. Now, I've made a few of those. I just don't feel like they sell much in my Etsy shop, so I decided I did not want to do that with these today. I just want to make Christmas ornaments. So that's what we're doing. Okay. And these are so easy. Look, they've got the little closure things so that they won't fall apart. And there we go. We've got 3 cute, adorable ornaments. Okay, so next, let's see what we want to do as far as embellishing. I've got a couple of different laces here, and you guys know one of them, and you know it well. I use it a lot. I've got this one, which I did get in Happy Mail, and this would be pretty going around the edge. I think it's very, very pretty. But if I do it, I'm going to do the same lace on all 3. I have some of this red ruffle lace, which is also pretty. So that would be cute on these. Look at that. It adds that red color, that brightness to it. You guys know me and white, though. I love my white laces. Oh, I love them so much. And this, again, is always my favorite. And so we've got that one. And that is so, so, so pretty on these ornaments. And I think for these ornaments, we're going to go with this because it's a little fancier. And on when I do the wood ones, we will probably use one of the other ones, if we use any lace at all. The wood ones, I may just leave them the way that they are. And I think I'm going to cut this one little edge off here. Okay, so we have to be careful how we put this on, because it's going to have to, since we're going around the corner here, we have to make sure it's not going to pull and look bad. Now, see, that's where this would be better, because this is a stretchy lace and it will lay right down around the entire thing. So what do you think, you guys? Maybe I should just go with the red. We are doing Christmas, right? So maybe we'll just go with the red and go for it. I need to get that razor blade away from me because it's sitting straight up. So let's just go ahead, and I'm going to start at the top here. Oh, my little puppy's getting restless. Jeff just came home and left again, and she doesn't understand. I know I've told you guys before, Jeff is her person. She just, because he takes her out front and hangs out with her out there, and that's her favorite thing to do. She gets to meet all the neighbors when she's out there. You guys, you wouldn't even believe it. Everybody that comes walking by, we take our dog out front, and we honestly, which may be a bad thing, we don't put a leash on her because she's the best dog ever. The scary thing is not what will she do. The scary thing is what could another dog do that might come up on her. And so that kind of worries me sometimes about taking her out there, but she just loves the neighbors, and sometimes they'll be walking their dogs, and you know, it's funny because anybody who hasn't met her yet is afraid of her, like deathly afraid of her when they see her. They stop, they back up. Sometimes they won't walk by, and we always tell them, she's fine. You're fine. She will not hurt you. She might lick you to death, but that's about the worst that you're going to get. Because that is just how sweet this dog is. She is just an angel. And I just love her so much. We got so lucky when we found Holly. Oh, my word. Couldn't have gotten a more perfect dog for either one of us. Me, because she helps me emotionally, because she just sits and she just loves on you, and she's just the sweetest thing ever. And for Jeff, it's just she's just an awesome companion. Okay, so we'll cut that right there. Put a little bit more glue here and match that up. And it matched perfectly. Okay, so there's one down. It looks very cute, doesn't it? So there's that. I got one little glue string going across there. And it came right off. Yay. Okay, so let's go for the next one. And we'll start right here. Got a little bit of red fuzz there, but that's okay. That's kind of what we're putting on there anyway, so. I don't know if you guys can hear that. She's laying on the floor in the kitchen and paddling as if she was running in the air. She's not asleep. She's just laying there. So it's not like, you know, sometimes they dream and do that, but that's not where she's going right now. She's not in dream world. I'm sorry. I'm using my shirt to wipe off the little glue strings. I'm trying not to go across it so that I don't get those on the front of that acetate. Because sometimes it's not that easy to get off of acetate. Okay. So this one, let's see, we're going to cut it right there. So easy, you guys. These are so cute. Okay, 2 done. Okay, I'm going to do this one going around the other way. Let's take a different turn. I feel like I can hold on to it a little bit better this way. And my stomach's growling. I haven't eaten anything yet. It's probably about noonish. I don't usually eat anything in the mornings though. I'm not a breakfast person unless I'm going out to breakfast and it's late morning and I'm having, you know, eggs and hash browns and all the good stuff. Okay. Almost there. Yay. stop this one right there. Okay, so there we go. 3 cute little ornaments. Look at how adorable they are. Okay, so next, let's pop them in a little closer. Okay. Okay, you guys, I had to go and grab my little bows, and I had this little bag of teeny tiny teddy bears, and they are so cute, and I just remembered about them, so I grabbed them. So super cute. And then some of my fancy schmancy little things that we're going to use. I am going to resin these on, you guys, to hang the hangers from. And I'm trying to think, do I want to go, does that look terrible with that? I really wanted to use this, but I think maybe I'll save this for the wooden ones. I think that will be perfect with the wooden ones, but not with these. I'm going to use my eyelash trim on these. So I think that's going to go much, much better. And I wanted, see, these are just some little rhinestones and stuff that I have in red. And I thought, okay, these would be great little accents. Oh, I have, no, I don't want to use those. Okay. And I have these, but I don't know. These might be a little too fluffy. I'm not sure. We'll see. I'm going to try and hold on, guys. Somebody's trying to get a hold of me here. Okay. Nothing urgent. Okay. All right. I just have to make sure. Jeff went to go help somebody today with a little mini job he was doing. Something that Jeff is capable of doing in his condition. So every once in a while, if he can find a little something like that that he can do and make a little bit, he'll do it. But he sent me a message after he got there, and he said, oh boy, is this a sketchy neighborhood. So he sent me the address, but he already got done there, and he's safe. So yeah, it really wasn't the neighborhood, he said, in the end. It was actually the house that he had to go to that things seemed a bit sketchy, because I guess they had like plants and things that were like covering the whole facade, the whole front facade of the house, like they were hiding the house. And he said that around here, that's kind of not a good thing. Maybe in some places it's okay, but around here it's like, okay, what are you hiding? And am I safe going onto your property? I don't know if I like the sparkles on these balls, but I'm going to see. I don't know if I'll use them or not, but they will go nicely with the eyelash trim. So I made these 3 little red bows, And I've got these 3 little bits that I think I want to put somewhere near the top with the teddy bears. I was actually thinking about putting them down at the bottom and then putting a little teddy bear on there, which may work cute, or would it be better to take and put one of these here just to kind of come off of that. But then it's like not a heart anymore. Plus, that's going to cover up my little doohickeys. Let's see. What I was thinking was I would put one of these sort of at the top, kind of like that, but it should have gone sort of under. No, I don't think we're going to do that. These are super duper lightweight ornaments, you guys, so they really don't need these. I was just going to use them because I thought they'd be pretty. But I'm thinking that, I'm going to put those aside. I'm thinking that I won't use those. I think what I'll do is I will just take my eyelash trim, and let's see, what could I use behind that? If I have a piece of felt hanging around, or even a piece of, this is a paper product, but I don't have anything in red, I don't think. I have some in gold. This would be okay. This is just like a paper thing, but I could use this to glue on top of the ribbon to hold it in place. Just cut a little piece sort of like that. Try and do it straight, Carol. Like that. There. And I think that'll work. I know you guys are going, what are you talking about? But you'll see. So, let's go with our eyelash trim, and we'll need a piece maybe about that long. I'm going to drop all of those rhinestones in a minute there. Okay, so I'm going to take this and I'm just going to tie this end in a knot. Hopefully I can do that with it without it getting all caught up, because this eyelash trim, sometimes it's hard to tie because you can't tell which is which, you know, when you're trying to pull it through. So I think I got it. Okay, so there's one. Let's just go ahead and make a few of them. Okay, again, we're just going to wrap it around our finger here. And try and pull these 2 pieces through at the same time. And I think I got it. There we go. 2. And sorry, I'm cutting it over my trash can so that the eyelash pieces won't be everywhere. Okay. One more time. Let's see if we can do this for the 3rd time and get it to work right off the bat. I don't know if I got them both through or not. I don't think I did. Nope, of course I couldn't do it 3 times in a row. I had a feeling that was going to happen. Okay. One more time. There we go. Got it. Okay. So let me just get those scissors out of the way. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to tip this over. Right here is the top. And what I should do is I should mark it. Let's see. I have one of my pens here. Let's go. Right there is center. And on this one, right there is center. And then you, right there. Okay. Okay, so we're just going to flip all these over. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, let's take our scissors. I'm going to trim off the excess on the eyelash trim here. Well, that's one heck of a bad pair of scissors. Okay, so I've got it just like that. So let's go ahead and trim these other two a little bit. This one's almost good the way it is. There's two. And three. Okay. All right, you guys, let's go. So I have my little dot right here. So I'm just going to take this. I'm going to put a dot of glue right there. And I'm going to use my little piece of paper here. And pop that over it. And then I'm going to, oops, I just burnt my thumb. I'll pop that down like that. Whoops. And then I'm just going to take right here on the edge where it's kind of sticking over, I'm just going to trim that off on the paper. Okay. Got a little glue string there, so I'll get that completely off in a minute. So that's all we've got for the back. It doesn't look bad, and that's going to hold our little ornament to hang it on the tree. Now I kind of feel like I kind of went off center there a little bit. Okay, let's see. We want it. Well, I got to be more careful on the next one because this is about a big pain. There we go. And it went back exactly where it was before. Come on, turn, spin. Spin, little circle, spin. Because I should be able to just turn this easy peasy. But it doesn't want to turn. It's because this bottom one is stuck. It's like over the top of it. Okay, so. No, I'm going the wrong way. Okay, there we go. Got it. See right there, this one kind of hangs off over the circle. Okay. Did I do it again? I did it again. How did I do that? Okay. You spin that way. There. Okay. If it doesn't work this time, I'm going to say that somebody's just spinning it on me and playing a joke. Okay, there we go. All set. Goodness gracious. Okay, and then we're going to put our bow right at the top. And maybe what we'll do, these little teddy bears, one of these teddy bears might be cute. Just sitting on the bow like that. Look how cute! Oh my goodness, yes. Okay, so let's get our bow on there. Right under the edge of the... Okay, and then we're going to take Mr. Teddy Bear here, and we're going to add a little bit of B7000, and I'm just going to put a little squirt out right here on my silicone. Okay, and we'll take this, put a dot on our little bear. Just like that. And we'll put a dot of hot glue. Can't put much on there because we don't want it to squeeze out. Just like that. Okay. Sorry about that, you guys. I had to go grab my mail real quick. I don't like to leave it sitting out there at this time of year. Okay. So, let's see. Do we want... those in there? Do they look cute? Or maybe they should go kind of coming from the top a little bit more. Kind of like that. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe what I should do, I have another idea, is take our scissors and snip just a cut. Oh, come on. Ugh. Snip that off. Okay, and maybe just put like 2 of them right there. I think that's better because it doesn't need a whole lot. Okay, let's see, this one's... and these are kind of stuck together, so that's good. And we'll put them right above the teddy bear's head. Just like that. And that looks very, very, very cute. So there we go. One down. Now these other two should go a little bit quicker. So, let me see. I'm going to go right there. And I think these I could cut down a bit more, and I'm going to make them a little more circular. Like that. I think that's better. And that'll just go right over the top of that. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue right there. I went a little far out there on the one side, but that's okay. And the main purpose is to get this to stick to the eyelash trim and to the frame. And that way it's holding both pieces at the same time. So that one is good. We don't have to spin, we don't have to do anything. And this is a little longer on this side, so I'm gonna just cut another little piece off of it. And this one, let's see, let's put our bow right there. And since it seems to want to fall in, I'm just gonna glue it like that to the frame, which I think looks really cute anyway. And I might do that with the other one too. I think I probably will. Okay, you get back on there. Okay. And then this one, we could just maybe like, no, that's too big. Too big. That would be pretty on there too. But I don't think I'm going to go with those. We're going to go with our little teddy bears. And let's get a little bit of B7000 on here. Okay, and a little bit of hot glue. And pop our little teddy bear on there. And these are actually little nail charms. Again, they came from Temu. And my friend Robin sent them to me. And I've had them for a little while, but when I was working on these, I thought, oh my gosh, those little teddy bears would be so cute on these. There we go. And I'm sorry about my dog, you guys. We could even put a little teddy bear down at the bottom on one of those, which looks cute too. I mean, 2 teddy bears wouldn't hurt it, right? 2 teddy bears are always better than 1. That would be cute. I think I might do that just because I like it. Put some glue on the little heart there. And a little teddy bear. Okay. there we go. I think that looks super cute. So let's go ahead and put one of those on here, and I gotta take a couple more bears out, but that's okay. One here, right straight down from the bow. And one more teddy bear. And I'm just gonna put the glue right there. That will make it easier on me. There we go. Number 2, and let's get number 3 done. Let's cut this in a circle. Hopefully maybe a little bit bigger circle than the last one that I cut out. Maybe we'll go like kind of oval. That's better. There we go. Okay. So let me find my center. Is it right there? I think it, again, I think I put my centers all in the wrong spots, you guys. They need to go over to this side just a bit. On every one of them, it's been over that way. Okay, so we'll press down our eyelash trim and get our little paper holder there. Press that down. And now we'll go ahead and put this on. Get the right way. There we go. We've got our bow. And I am just making these all to match. I want them all to be embellished the same, because I will sell these as a set in my Etsy shop. Okay, there's that. Now we need to cut a couple of these little balls off here, and I've got to get these off of my mat. They are messy. I'm gonna leave those there. Okay. Let me really quick. I gotta get the glitter off my mat. And the only way to do that is to spray cleaner on it and wipe it down. Good enough. Okay. Now I'm going to put these down right above the bow. Whoopsies. Just like that. And let's get our, oh, there they are, our teddy bears. I need 2 of those. And I think these are fine, probably just with a little bit of hot glue. I think it's not like these are going to be played with for hours and knocked around and stuff. I think the hot glue is going to be just fine. There we go. And this one needs to be glued to the frame as well. There. Okay, okay. All right, let me get these out of the way. I don't know where I put my bag. Of course, there it is. Let's get these. I'll just put all of these in here. All of the red ones anyway. And we might as well just drop that in there too. Okay. So there we have it, you guys. Let me wipe off this glue here before I end up getting it on something. Get rid of my scissors. And we did it, you guys. I don't think this was too terribly long. It is too terribly cute, though. Look at those. They are so cute, you guys. So we have a little set of 3 adorable ornaments. Easy peasy to put together. And you know what I just saw in the camera? I saw that this one is sort of off kilter, and I can't leave it like that. I'll be able to put it back down. No worries, you guys. It's okay. It's all okay. It's all okay. Little dot of glue, but it'll be covered by this. But I had that off kilter, and I can't leave it like that. Okay, so this needs to go right there, just over to the side, just a tad. There we go. Okay, now I feel better. Okay, I think we got it, you guys. They're all adorable and cute matching set, and I love them. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was fun for me. And I will be doing and working on my my little wood slice ornaments next. Cute, cute, cute embellishments that'll be going on those as well. And so I can't wait to do that video. So I hope you guys like this. Please, 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 if you have a hype button left to push for this month, or this week I should say, hit that hype button, hit the like button, subscribe, and the notification bell. And that way you'll get notified when I do future videos. And I hope you'll come back to see more. I'm planning on doing more Christmas ornaments. And because I've been asked by people to do more Christmas ornaments right now, so that's what I'm going to do. It won't be all I do, but that's what I am going to be coming up with now, you know, in between other videos. So I want to get some cute ornaments done. And so we'll see what happens. Fingers crossed I can find enough variations of things to do and get you guys some really cute stuff. God bless each and every one of you. Stay tuned for pictures. Stay safe. Stay well. Love your family. I hope that you are all blessed for the Thanksgiving holiday and get to spend time with family and friends. And, you know, just take care of yourselves, you guys. You are the best. And I'm so lucky to have y'all here. And again, thanks so much. God bless each and every one of you. Love ya. Bye-bye.